Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be covering the top 5 pals you can have in Palworld, which are going to be very useful to you guys to capture new pals, fight those bosses and getting all the help you can need progressing in this game. So the very first pal which I think is going to be really useful for you guys as a companion is going to be Daydream, which is going to be available right in the first area itself, and you can find him during the night time. They spawn just around everywhere and you can easily capture him. And once you do reach level 7, you can actually make a collar for him, which is going to give you a very cool ability that he's always going to be roaming around with you without having to use your pal spears to actually summon him. So he's always going to be with you roaming around, and he can actually join in the fights as well if you start fighting with any syndicates, or if you start capturing any pal and start any boss fights or anything like that. So you can actually have multiple daydreams with you if you capture 3 to 4 daydreams for an example, and you have a caller. So all those 3 to 4 daydreams are going to be roaming around with you, but it also comes with its pros and cons, as it's going to be really powerful and may kill off the pal you're actually trying to capture. So you might want to look out for that, as that has happened to me a lot. Another pal which I'm going to recommend you guys to have is going to be Foxfox, which is going to come with a very unique ability with you once you reach level 6, which is pretty early in the game as well. So once you actually make an collar for Fox Parks, it is going to give you an ability where you can actually hold your pal into your arms and you can use him as a flamethrower, which deals a really huge heavy damage to many pals as well. And it does have a pretty good range, so you can stay back and fight with any enemies you might encounter in the game as well. So I think this is going to scale up really well once you actually have few more fights with him and he level ups with you, and it is going to be really useful fighting across and when you are roaming around in the free world as well. Now once you have reached a certain level and you have spent a couple of hours into a game and you are in a situation to actually catch him, you can go forward and actually try and hunt Mpaka. Once you have reached level 7, level 8, you can find him roaming across. He looks like a Lamba, and he is pretty strong. You can even make an harness for him once you level up, and you can actually use him as a horse or as any ride to actually travel across into the world. And he does come with pretty decent stats as well. He has a pretty good dash which you can use to knock people over. He has a pretty good spit attack which you can actually use even when you're riding him. You can actually use him as a pretty good distraction as well, as he can go around and tank it for you. He's not the biggest tank in the world, but he can actually run around, which gives him a pretty good chance of survival into these fights, and which you can use to actually spam bows from the back, or use any kind of attacks you wanna, or maybe you just wanna heal up or run away. So you can do that as well. And the last but not the least is gonna be my favorite of the bunch. Is gonna be Chillet, which is gonna be your first PAL boss which you can encounter in this world. He's gonna be level 11, and you can actually see him on the map as well. So once you actually go ahead and capture him, he is gonna be the strongest PAL you can have at this certain level, which is gonna have both frozen and dragon attributes, which is gonna be very powerful against so many PALs. And during the boss fight you can see him using all those freeze attacks, and he can actually stun an enemy into the place, which can be very useful if you are in a boss fight and you want to make sure you are surrounding them properly. You want to just keep him in the place or anything like that. So he's going to be a very useful pal. Also, I think you can even make an harness for him as well, but that is not going to be unlockable until later part of the game. But this is going to be a really good pal to have if you want to progress into the game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below which pal is your companion and you think it's going to be very useful for other people as well. And please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification icon, like the video, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.